Have you ever asked an AI question and the answer just felt right? It's a pretty common feeling. In this quick overview, we'll explore why that is, and we'll also touch on how to use these tools well. So you ask an AI a question, and the answer you get back, it often feels very trustworthy, doesn't it? Well, there's a reason for that, and it's actually by design.
For one thing, the answers are clear. They're designed to be simple and very easy to follow.
They also sound confident. The language is very direct. There's no hint of doubt.
And third, the answers feel complete. It seems like every angle has been covered.
So this Foreview is going to explain why those answers sound so right, and then we'll talk about how to use them wisely.
Okay, so let's get into how these AI answers work. It really comes down to understanding their design.
The main goal of AI language generation is to produce a response that is clear, well-structured, and just easy to follow. That's the priority.
And here's a really important distinction. The AI is focused on sounding helpful. That's not quite the same thing as being correct. Its job is to give you an answer that feels satisfying, which is a different goal than providing a fact-checked, perfect answer.
So the process is pretty straightforward. First, it understands your input. Then, it generates a smooth, flowing response. And finally, it uses confident language to deliver that response.
And these qualities, helpful, polite, reassuring, they're all intentional. They're part of the design.
And this leads to a key point. Because the AI wants to be helpful, it probably won't question your assumptions. It also might not point you toward official guidance. It just answers the question you asked.
Let's look at a common example to see how this works in practice.
So, imagine you ask an AI something like, "How can I add user login to my application?"
The AI will probably give you a nice list of steps. Create a login form, store the passwords, verify credentials, manage the sessions. It looks very logical and complete.
But what did the AI not ask? This is the important part.
It didn't ask about your specific situation. For instance, which cloud provider are you using? Do built-in packages for this already exist? That context is missing.
And that missing context really matters. Why? Because official solutions are often more secure, they're maintained for you, and they're easier to support in the long run.
So, this brings us to why verification is so important. It's a simple but powerful habit.
The solution here is simple. Just check the official documentation and platform guides.
There are a few good reasons for this. Official documentation reflects how things are intended to be used. It also includes important security information, and it stays updated over time.
So it helps to have a balanced view. Let's look at both the benefits and the limitations.
On the one hand, AI is great. It can save time, give you good starting points, and explain ideas clearly. But on the other hand, the limitations are real. The solutions can be generic. They often miss platform specifics, and they can be, well, confidently incomplete.
And this really is the key takeaway. AI answers often sound right, but real confidence comes from verifying them against official documentation and other trusted sources.
And that wraps up our Foreview. Hopefully this helps you understand why AI answers feel so trustworthy and how to use them a little more wisely.